Big changes are coming into the UK in the year 2025, and all the rules you thought you knew are about to be changed. And these new rules cut across everyone, including parents, children, workers, driving lessons, kind of a whole lot. This includes those in the UK and those who are planning to come to the UK as well. If you want to know more, stay tuned. Hey lovelies, welcome again to my channel. My name is Shari, and on this channel I talk about nursing, lifestyle in the UK, coming abroad, financial growth, everything in between. So if these are content you love to see, kindly hit the subscribe button and then click on the notification bell as well. And to my returning subscribers, love you guys. So today we are talking about the new rules that are coming into play in the year 2025. A lot of things are changing. This new Labour Party is bringing about a lot of change. So we are going to take them one after the other, and then the changes that are going to happen in this year 2025. And these new rules cut across the whole of UK, from England to Wales and then a part of Scotland. So the first law I'm going to be talking about is the Renters' Right Bill. So this law has been put in place to protect renters. They are planning to introduce a rule where landlords can't discriminate against renters because they've got children, or they can't put out fixed tenancies where you have to rent a house for 2 years, even if you don't want to stay there, but you have to rent it due to desperation and all that. There is not going to be any fixed tenancies. There are going to be periodic tenancies where the renter can decide to move out with 2 months notice. Also, the government has put in place decent house standard where the landlords are supposed to repair any damages in the house, such as mold and damp. Sometimes it takes ages for landlords to sort this out. So with this bill, they are supposed to fix it within a specific amount of time, which will be coming out shortly. And also, it's illegal for landlords to ask you to vacate or leave or go and rent somewhere else because they want to renovate, or with no fault of yours. It's going to be illegal to do that. They have to come in terms with you before that can be done. And I think this is really cool because in the UK, houses are like gold. So I think this is a really good one for renters. The next one I'm going to be talking about is neonatal care and statutory pay. So with this new law coming in 2025, parents who work in the UK have the right to request up to 12 weeks of paid leave if their neonates, which is a baby who is 28 years or less, becomes sick and is admitted to the hospital for 7 days continuously. They can request for up to 12 weeks paid leave, and this applies to both parents separately. However, there are minimum requirements, which is you have to be employed and working for your employer for a minimum of
26 weeks.
And then you should be earning at least £133 per week. So this is really cool, for parents to adjust and, take care of their sick child. And it's the legal right of every worker now in the UK. This will be beneficial to workers who haven't got any plan in place in regards to parental leave when their child is sick and all that. From April this year, statutory sick pay is going to be increased. So it will be increased from
116.75 pence to 118.75 pence
per week. And the other pay rates pattern across statutory maternity, parents who have adopted kids, paternity and shared parental pay rates are all going to be increased in April 2025 from £184.30 to £187.70. The next one I'm going to be talking about is junk food advertisement. So from October 2025, any food that contains high fat, salt, or sugar, or any junk food will be banned from television, and these are not supposed to be shown before 9 p.m. watershed. So this means that any program that is not suitable for kids shouldn't be broadcasted or shown on the screens, because it's assumed children will be sleeping by 9 p.m. So this law is going to be put in place to reduce childhood obesity, because the more children watch this kind of adverts, the more they crave and then want to eat those kind of food. So I think this is a really good one, considering how childhood obesity is on the rise currently. And moving on to the next law, which is one of my favorites actually, is about vapes and tobacco. So coming to the UK, a lot of us have turned into secondary smokers because almost everybody smokes, and it's quite hard or quite difficult to ignore. Sometimes you be at a bus stop and then someone comes smoking and you can't leave because you are waiting for the bus. No matter how hard you try to hold your breath, you can't do that forever. So this rule is going to be implemented to reduce this. and they are trying to come up with the first non-smoking generation. And we'll see how far that goes, but it's quite exciting. So any child that is below 18 years can't buy any vape or any nicotine product. And they are trying to get rid of the single-use vapes as well, because it's increasing, litter and then plastic pollution. And another thing they are trying to put in place is they are going to be changing the packaging and then the flavor of vapes to make it less attractive or less appealing to kids, because some of them have got really nice smell, like strawberry flavor and all that, and sometimes you inhale it and you don't even know that this is cigarette. So I think this is a really good one to cut down on smoking in the UK, because at least it will be beneficial to everyone. Now, the next rule is about traveling to and from the UK. So for eligible non-Europeans, they would have to get ETA, which is Electronic Travel Authorization, before they will be able to travel to the UK in this year. This law has been put in place to improve upon security checks and also to reduce processing time. This ETA is digital travel permit that is linked with a passport, so you don't actually need to go with a visa. Some countries have got this agreement with the UK, so their citizens are able to come to the UK without a visa. So if your country needs visa to come to the UK, you are still going to come to the UK with a visa. But for this country who have got this visa waiver program in place, they would have to pay for this ETA, which is going to be about £10. In regards to driving lessons, the UK has put in place plans to make the process a bit easier, in as much as they've made it a bit stricter. They have started recruiting 450 driving examiners to cut down the time people have to wait to book for a test. And also, they are planning to increase the amount of time you need to wait if you have committed serious driving faults during your test, or you have verbally or physically abused your driving instructor or examiner, or you failed to show up for your test and you didn't inform DVLA. Currently, you can cancel up to 3 working days. I mean, if you don't want to take your test anymore, and then you can take your money back. But within this year, they are going to be changing that plan, and they'll be extending it to 10 working days, where you can also cancel and get your money back. Now, let's talk about the new employment law. So if you work in an organization and then you have been laid off because they are moving location, or a part or the whole company has collapsed, or your skills or your role is no longer needed in that organization, you have the right to be paid. This payment is called redundancy pay. So this is the type of payment that is, it's kind of like a compensation. It's added to your monthly salary, and currently you can get up to £700 per week, and it goes as high as
£30,000.
And this money is tax-free. So if you are being laid off, make sure that you get this paid. You can either arrange with your employer to get paid with your monthly salary, or that can be paid at another time. And coming April this year, 2025, they are actually going to increase this amount for workers. These are some of the laws that are coming into play in 2025 and then into 2026. What do you think about these rules? Are they quite exciting, or they are concerning? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. And until my next video, stay awesome. Please remember to subscribe and join the awesome family. Bye.